I mean, I'm saying this in case they like watch me and shit.
I love China. God.
I love you.
You know, like.
Damn. So like they might have spent 2 years getting over you, and then you're just like, hey, it's me again.
Yeah. There's incest involved.
Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start this podcast, Hariz and I are in a very, would you call it, musical mood? Yeah.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. La la.
Wait,
la.
dude, you have to do 4.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, should do it again.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. That was pretty good.
I was like, dude.
That's pretty good. All right,
I mean,
ladies and
if
gentlemen.
this podcast doesn't work out, I think we have like a career in like, bro, we could teach like elementary kids like do re mi fa so, you know.
We could.
Yeah, you know, like I could be like a music teacher or some shit.
Just don't
imagine like I'm just like a music teacher. You come in and you just see me. I'm like,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to International Idiots. I am your co-host, Hariz alongside
Mr. Daniel Chapato. It's great to be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today, we are going to start off this podcast by talking about something from the past,
Yeah.
but...
I mean, it was a big part of our life.
Oh,
I mean,
very big part, if not one of the biggest parts of our lives. And we're going to talk about COVID and actually the secrets of it. Some conspiracy theories.
I was able to get in touch with the World Health Organization to get this information.
Oh, yeah?
Through an inside contact. I can't divulge any further information without...
You signed an NDA probably,
I signed
right?
an NDA. They're going to come for me after this probably. But it's worth it.
It's fine. We're going to rebrand to The International Idiot after this episode.
Like if I end up in like prison in China...
Yeah, you're fucked.
Just continue the podcast for me. Anyways, so what I was told... Back at the time, like I was actually there when I got this information. Like I was in Hong Kong, right? And you remember when the Hong Kong protests started?
That was crazy,
and, dude,
bro.
I was in the shower, and I come out and I look out my window, and the whole street, the streets are just full of people, like a sea of people. I have photos. Maybe I can like.
You were actually.
Yeah, I was in Hong Kong when those started.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought you were still in like scenario.
No. Like I genuinely was there. I have photos. Like we can put it in the video.
Yeah.
Like I'll send. Yeah.
Some like Tiananmen massacre type beat.
Like. I mean, no, it was peaceful. I mean, I didn't. See you never know, bro. Like there was a point where it was peaceful, and then it turned violent.
Yeah. Like
the China. I also have a video of the like our friends that were living in China still sent us videos of the PLA, like the People's Liberation Army, like coming in with like convoys of trucks from like China side to Hong Kong. And that was what 2019, like end of it was.
Something like that. End of
2019. I don't know. I was there for like a Christmas break, I think. Yeah. Or maybe it doesn't matter. No, I'm trying to. It wasn't. Definitely wasn't 2020.
Wait, anytime now.
Well, let's call it 2019 because I think that's why and out of nowhere, like COVID hit. You know, if you were to look at the news back then, it was Hong Kong
And
protest.
it escalated to like very like
it was a world. Everyone knew what was like. There's protests in Hong Kong.
Bro, they had like crazy tactics and shit. You see, like they threw like smoke bombs and they put traffic cones over it. That shit was smart.
The protesters.
Yeah, that shit. They had like strats and shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they prepped for that shit.
Yeah.
And when the Chinese started like coming in like, and getting a little more violent, they didn't like it. And then out of nowhere, like this is why. There's this the conspiracy theory that China started because if you look at the news back then, it was all about Hong Kong and China and Hong Kong. Then COVID hits. No one even talks about China or Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, China's able to swiftly sneak inside Hong Kong. It's quiet. Everyone's fucking freaking out about this new pandemic that you know it kills you. You can't breathe. And everyone's like, oh my god. You know, boom. Meanwhile, China's in there sorting out Hong Kong on the DL under the radar. The news is in there because the world got shut down. You couldn't travel, so news reporters couldn't even go there. Think about it. Like all the pictures aligned in the benefit of China. Like I obviously I lived in China. I love China, bro. It's like a great place. But I wouldn't.
Did they tell you that?
No, I mean I'm saying this in case they like watch me and shit.
I love China. God.
I love you. No, anyways, bro. Like I love it. I really do love it. But It's not something I'd put past like their government.
No, for sure, they're sketchy, bro.
They're sketchy. Like they're like any communist government, sketchy, man. Like you really don't know. Like look at Russia, bro. Like it's just all. It's not like to put it like out there. It's not something I like. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out in like 20 years. They're like, yeah, we did it.
Remember when COVID first like hit and like there was that video of like that girl eating like a bat, just chilling in a bowl of soup. The bat.
No.
What? That was like the biggest thing.
Was she like she physically eating the bat, or was it like a meme?
I think she took a bite of like the dead bat, but like the bat was just chilling on like the edge of like the soup, like he was in a hot tub. It was kind of scary.
That's actually vile, bro.
But like so then
so
people
vile.
thought like that was the start of it. That and like the pangolin and the wet markets and shit.
Yeah.
But
that could also be the front of
you
where
think it's
like
lab. You think it was like made in the lab?
I think COVID and the way it spread is too like perfect. It hides for 2 weeks, okay. And then it's able to just like in 2 weeks, one person can like theoretically travel to, let's say I don't know what he does. He's a businessman. He could travel to 4 or 5 different countries in 2 weeks and spread. Like it's just too like most other like illnesses like the flu. Like you have it within a day or two after being like exposed.
You think the Chinese could make like diseases and illnesses that could like Black Plague?
I don't even think it's just the Chinese. I think the Americans, the Russians, anyone could do it.
So you think like
I think
they
that
have like that tech right now?
Yeah. Like if we can come up with a vaccine I guarantee we could like bro, they could literally just twist the receptors on the DNA of like or the whatever the RNA of the strand of the virus and literally like I think we have that capability. Like how do you think they make all these like nerve agents that kill you instantly on the spot? I guarantee you they could probably make some sort of the sickness that like might hide for like a week, kill you after that week, and you've already spread it to.
That's scary, man.
It's scary, bro. But like I also thought about it. I was like, dude, the last place I'm ever gonna be because we're lucky in a sense, I guess that. I mean, COVID did kill a lot of people. It was it was just because the grand hospitals were overrun, so there were some people who might have survived that didn't because but like it was. In the grand scheme of things, if you look at the numbers, it really wasn't as deadly as we think it was. Like it wiped out like 0.01 or 0.02% of
was it in the millions though?
It was a lot, but like in the grand scheme of the world's population, it was nothing.
Do you think we need population control? Do you
That's
think Thanos was right?
Dude, honestly, like look at what we're doing to Earth. Like Earth is dying.
Sorry, Mother Nature.
I don't know,
Earth?
I don't know when, but like you can see the drastic difference. Like, bro. There was a photo I saw the other day of I don't know, could also just be like propaganda, like to like scare us, like, oh my god, like jump into action. You really never know. But it was a prediction of like what they might think climate change would be like, or the weather summer temperatures in like 2050 that happened this year. Who knows? It could be like them putting it out there, all these climate change activists to like, sort of scare us and be like, oh shit, we need to do something, I wouldn't put it past anyone. But it also could be true, like, dude, the fact that, like, Europe was overrun with, like, dude, when has it ever been, like, 40-something degrees Celsius or, like, 100 Fahrenheit in Europe, bro? Like, that's pretty bad. Like, I don't know. Like, it's definitely something, like, all these viruses, like, they have easier, like, time, like, spreading with climate change. I don't know. It's, like, it's all... I don't know how much longer Earth has. Like maybe I think our generation will see.
We're chilling.
We'll see the end of it, but I don't know about our kids.
I think our kids are chilling. Our grandkids are fucked.
Our kids towards the end of their life and our grandkids are probably in some dire straits. I think we
By
might.
then, I think there's gonna be like an inhabitable like planet type.
Or like
shit.
they'll figure out a way to like put some sort of like screen around the ozone layer. So like the thing about humans is like we're a virus to Earth, but we're smart, bro.
Yeah.
Like we like we'll be able, or like the fact that we've built all this, like dude, no other like life form has done what we've done.
Or so you think?
I don't know, bro. Do you think that there's like alien? Do you believe in aliens? Do you think there's life out there?
Fuck yeah.
Right? Like,
bro, we're not the only
I think that
fucking...
anyone who doesn't is delusional. Like, dude, like if you look at the galaxy is tiny. Like we are literally a speck. Like you never know how. Like maybe I'd be a 50 light years away.
Bro, I think we're under the microscope of some crazy ass like species that are just looking at us and be like,
what if we're like their
damn,
dollhouse?
these motherfuckers are dumb as hell, bro.
Like we're like their dollhouse.
Yeah.
And they just like, oh dude, I'm gonna like what if like a storm is just them like peeing?
What if they just sneeze and it's like, oh shit, COVID.
Oh my.
They sneeze, oh fuck, the Black Plague.
Oh, smallpox. No, but yeah, I don't know. Like going back to what we were saying, it's like we are in some dire straits. You never know when, but
You know, it's good to raise awareness about like our the planet. You know, there's definitely like shit that needs to be changed, and we're working on it and shit.
Yeah.
But like until like the old motherfuckers get off this planet, then
Yeah.
we're chilling. Like once it's our generation, like in the hands of our generation, I think we'd be fine.
That's true. I mean, if you look at dude, that's like something that really bugs me about like. You have a bunch of like 80-year-olds in power or like 70-year-olds in power who like are still like deathly against like legalizing weed or like their views are just so like a thing of the past, and they don't realize that. They're so stubborn. They believe, no, I'm old and wise. You don't know shit.
I mean, the thing is, it's a cycle, bro. We're gonna be like that eventually when we're that age.
I guess
we're not gonna be as woke as the next generation. Like we think
don't know,
we
though.
think we're woke as fuck.
Like, but if you think about it, like let's think. Like, you know how, like, when you see your parents, like, they pick up a PS4 control, like, most adults, like, our parents and of our people our age, they're pretty, like, not tech savvy, if that makes sense.
It's going to come to a point where...
Do you think we are going to be like that with our kids? Like, they're going to have some technology where we're, like, they're like, you're such a dinosaur.
It's going to be like a whole thing where it's, like, let's say... a law passes in like our grandkids generation or some shit where it's legal to like marry like your VR like partner, right?
Damn.
Right? And then we're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What happened to fucking just finding someone like in person and like having kids and shit? By that point, they're not gonna give a fuck because everyone's either like a
immersed
sheep or,
in like
they're immersed in like the fucking metaverse, like the like it's gonna be
like
so
some Ready Player One shit.
Yeah,
you fall in
bro,
love with
like
their character and
the nature and everything is gonna be like deteriorating. So what are they gonna do? Put on their fucking VR goggles and immerse themselves in like a beautiful fucking like endless like.
I think that's so sad though. Like the fact, like let's say, like nature's beautiful, bro. Like this, like I know it sounds cliche and like, but bro, sometimes it's nice to just be out there, like smell some freshly mown grass, like to hear the sounds of the birds and the cricket, the water. It's nature. Like, it's beautiful, bro. Like, or you go to the mountains or the beach. It's, like, it's gorgeous. But then, like, I can't imagine like, through a VR, like, it's not the same, bro. Like,
it's only gonna
you're in a room, but I guess maybe it's too hot to go outside.
I think it's only gonna get crazier, bro. Tech. Like, it seems like we've come so far.
But I feel like it consumes, like...
Bro, once, like, AI becomes, like, a fucking, like,
do you think
norm, and it starts developing, like, consciousness, and then being able to, like... being able to like upload your consciousness onto like the cloud, right? Being able to download it, put it in like another form of like
and live forever,
something like that. I don't know. And then it's gonna be like some cyberpunk shit, and then hacking's gonna go even crazier. Fucking DNA fucking modification. It's like it's already a thing.
We're only like 25 years into the tech age, really.
Yeah.
Like we just scratched the surface, bro.
And that was
like,
so quick.
It's like
I can't
the
imagine
industrial revolution of like the tech revolution.
Yeah.
Like imagine like 100 years from now.
It's only getting crazier, bro. AI is getting crazier. There's AR that AI can create like art.
Do you think? Like,
from anything, like from anything, you can literally say like SpongeBob SquarePants with a fucking wearing a construction hat
so you're
on
saying
the
it, like,
beach of Normandy while he's sipping on a lemonade, and he could generate 9 photos of what you want to find. Just from like out of its ass,
what it
bro.
learns on like on the web and stuff.
Deep fake is fucking crazy, bro. That shit, and then AI voices now. It's actually over the past like I don't know how deep. I don't know. Like I remember when it was like a thing like 2 years ago, when it was like Obama's voice, or very notable. Now it's like anyone's voice.
Yeah.
As long as you get a clip, and it's crazy because that could topple like governments. If you really think about it, you can get a video of a
President.
leader, right? Deep fake it, AI voice. If you just edit it in the hands of like the right fucking like
and you have some criminal hacker in the middle of like who knows where.
Put it on the fucking billboard in Times Square.
Yeah.
Boom. It's clips.
That's like, it'll be like one of those like you ever seen Transformers with like the Revenge of the Fallen, where it's like all over Times Square and he's like, we're gonna take over, you know.
Or it's gonna be like Putin fucking declaring war on like the U.S. Boom, clips.
I mean, bro, if they have that power, it could literally be like you could literally have a video sent of like Joe Biden saying, "Yeah, launch the nukes," with his voice and deep faking like his face. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can get him to say anything, bro. N-word.
Yeah, he'd forget it the next day.
But yes, in terms of like speaking of like politics,
yeah.
What's your thoughts on our generation being super like politically active on like social media? This actually connects back to COVID. Think of it.
I think it's very like depending who. But my problem with it is that most people who post all this shit on their story or
don't actually act on it.
Don't actually act on it. Like they'll, you know, like if you really like, for me, I think it's more like, wow, respectable or like attractive or whatever when someone's doing it just out of the goodness of their heart.
You don't have to
like,
post
and you don't even know they're doing it, but they're doing it because they care. When you have to post about it, you're just trying to put up a front. You're trying to make people think you care to fit in with like the general picture. Like, this is what a good person should do.
Yep.
But you're not actually doing shit besides clicking post.
I realized this at its peak when COVID was happening, and then I was back. I had to come back home to Malaysia
At the start.
Yeah, when peak COVID, you know, schools were closed and everything. So I came back to Malaysia, and this is right when the Black Lives Matter protest happened.
Yeah, that was early.
And I knew that like people were just putting up a front for social media when it was the Blackout Tuesday. I remember waking up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you're like, what? And then they all post like these petitions and shit. Chances are,
did they donate?
I bet you 80% of them didn't.
Or like a GoFundMe, they posted like I guarantee you they didn't.
Right?
No way.
And what's even worse is some of those motherfuckers, I know them personally, posted those black squares, and you look at their feed now, it's gone. Yeah. It's gone. How much of a fucking pathetic human being you have to
most people, bro,
to act like you're fucking politically active on social media?
Yeah.
Put up a front and not actually, like, bro, be politically active. If you genuinely care about like the politics of our generation,
do it on the side. Like, do it in like.
Why do you have to fucking like broadcast it, bro? You want to donate money? If you want to if you want to like help out like a homeless guy,
give him the money.
Yeah, don't fucking record yourself. Hey, here's $10. Enjoy lunch. No, bro, you do it out of the goodness of your own heart. You don't fucking broadcast it. That's how you know you're just wanting to impress other people.
Exactly. It's like. Yeah.
That's such a red flag in any person. Anybody, not even just like.
It's like I see so many of like, and some of them are my friends. It's like that. I'm like, you're like social justice warriors, bro. It's like. I respect that you're, you know, raising like some situations need to raise awareness. Yeah, but like. There's certain situations is like they're like it needs like, and again, raising awareness is like at the end of the day, what's really sad is that you can raise all the awareness you want, but none of us in the general population really have the power to do anything. It all comes up to like what the people, like the leaders of society, are they, if they act upon it or not.
I'll give you another example. You remember when everyone was posting about well, the Palestine and Israel thing was one thing. It was what was it? Oh, the Russia and Ukraine conflict. Remember when it first broke out? Or remember when people were trying to escape Afghanistan when it was taken by the Taliban? Yeah. Right? Yeah. And, like, hella people were posting about it. Please help them out. Like, here's awareness of it. Guarantee you ask them right now, do you know what's going on? No clue. No clue. They just know that it happened. Right? This is what happened when it first started, and now they don't give a shit. It's not in their fucking like. It's not gonna show up on their phones because they don't actually like look to research about it. They don't give a fuck. It's just, oh, this person's posting about this conflict or like this issue. I'm a hop in.
You know what it is? It's herd mentality.
Yeah.
It's like.
I respect if you genuinely give a fuck about it, and sure, you might post and give a fuck about it.
But there's nothing you can do. Sure, that's.
Even if you try and act on it, you donate counts. To like certain resources and shit. But it's so obvious when like you post about it and then you're not consistent about it, bro. I'm not saying
Yeah.
post about it all the time, but you can tell on people's profiles, like, someone who's genuinely dedicated to it. You'll know based on, like, their activity, like, what they post, like, I follow people that do that, but
But it's
majority
like
of the people
one topic that they're actually genuinely passionate about, you know, like, for example, I used to follow these people that, like, really were passionate about, like, the ocean, like, plastic conservation, but they stick to it. They don't jump from, like, issue to issue to issue. They're not jumping from plastic conservation and climate change to BLM or to Palestine, you know? They stick to their one topic of passion.
And I'm not saying
they actually try to make a change.
And I'm not saying you have to, like, I don't think we're saying you have to stick to one topic if you care about.
Obviously there's a lot of issues in the world.
You can tell your inconsistencies by just how you're just hopping on every social media trend of, you know, whatever big is happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, at the time it was like, bro, like, there was literally a point where, like, you know, Texas, no one really, like, obeyed the COVID mandates or whatever, and people, like, have, like, DM'd me after me posting on my story, like, you're so irresponsible, like, how could you even be going out of your house? And I'm like, dude, like, you can have, like, in my personal opinion on that, I was like, if everyone in the state, like, okay, it was herd mentality, you know, but, like, there were people, like, in other countries who are, like, you know, locked up and I get it, like, you're locked up in your house, you're bored, all you really have to do at that time is, like, post about mask mandates, and then they see us having a life, because, bro, everything was open, and they get jealous, and they're like, dude, you're so irresponsible, you should be staying home. I'm like, what? Like,
you weren't disobeying any laws or
exactly.
anything.
I was literally, like, it's not like I was,
you were doing what was allowed to do.
Exactly. I wasn't going out and, like, not wearing a mask when there was, like, a mask mandate. Like, it was all lifted. I was just going about life as I should. And people like, nah, like, it's still in the middle of the pandemic. You should stay home unless you really need to go out. I'm like, dude, you would be out here doing the exact same thing. I know you would if you were in this situation. And those people who are genuinely, like, really scared, your choice. You want to stay home, but don't come and, like, nitpick at me for just doing what, like, is allowed. It's not like I was breaking laws or anything, you know? So that was kind of crazy to me, like, but yeah, it's like all of this is, like, herd mentality. It's like, you know, if the herd is commenting on this, like, you have to do it too. And I'm just like, okay. It's I guess it works that way with a lot of different things, you know. You go against the flow, people naturally, like, gravitate and look at you like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. That's how you stand out, though.
That's how great people are made, I think. You don't get to become great or what makes a great athlete great? It's because they're different. They didn't do what every other one is doing. They're doing something unique. You know, they had their own twist on it. Like, they have a move that no one can counter. You know, that's what makes, like, because they're different. They're not doing let's say, I don't know, like, in soccer, like, everyone's doing the roulette, and then you have, like, Ronaldo doing the Ronaldo chop, like, simple, like, example. He's different. Everyone else doing one skill, he's doing another. It stands out.
And then people try to follow you.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what makes greatness, you know, not, like, just like, for me, it's just like, you post, you better care. You better, like, if you post a GoFundMe, you better have donated. Like, don't just post it.
Yeah, I hate that irked me a lot.
Yeah,
people
don't
were, like,
just
petitions and like GoFundMes, but you didn't even act on it.
Exactly. Like, and even if you did, you shouldn't have the need to, like, say, like, post about the fact that you did. If you really cared, do it, and it should be coming from your heart because you want to, not because you want to do it just so you could post about how good of a person you are on social media.
I think our generation's too, like,
they're too focused on
on how, like, they are presented on social media, and, like, they're
it's because, bro, if you think about social media, it's just a highlight reel.
Yeah.
You think that anyone's gonna
post, like, their
some people do, but no one's gonna post their deepest struggle as a rant. Maybe like very few people do. I know there are people that do, but that's also, like,
I'm mixed about it. I'm mixed about it because, one, like, you know, I'll give you the respect for being able to, like, show how vulnerable you are on social media, but at the same time, there's some things that maybe you shouldn't, like. Yeah,
it's like, in those situations, it's like, what are you looking for here? Like, do you want everyone to, like, comment, like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, in those situations, I genuinely think the best thing is reach out to those who are close to you, your family and your very close friends. It doesn't need to be on social media.
It depends on, like, what the situation is, you know, but, like,
But there's a lot of things that like should just be dealt with behind closed doors, not like posted about. Like I just think that our generation gets too lost in the sauce with like finding the need to put. And like, bro, I'm like guilty of it too. Like sometimes I be posting things that I'm like, dude, like I woke up the next day, I'm like, did I really need to post that? Like, was this necessary? Like, how did I or anyone around me benefit for this?
Exactly.
Like, it was really pointless.
And then
but
you see people post almost like on a daily on social media.
Unless you're trying to grow an account.
Their story. No, but it's like they're just like another student that goes to your college, but every day they post something like, and I'm like, I mean, are you really you're not doing this for yourself anymore. Like, you're just trying to do like as much like social media worthy things to post on your story so that people can like react to or like know what's going on with your life. If that makes sense. It's like you're doing marketable things instead of like just not taking out your phone, snapping a pic. Like, why? I mean, like I don't blame anyone that wants to post, but once you start making a daily thing,
like posting photos of yourself or what?
Just like, I don't know, like on Instagram stories, like someone would post like 3 selfies in a row, and then the next day they'll post like a gym selfie, and the next one going grocery shopping.
I guess that
third one is gonna be like, oh, going on I'm taking my dog for a walk. Next day,
that's very dependent on like what, like, cause like let's say.
But they're not trying to be an influencer. Like, I know they're not.
Oh, so that they're not aspiring. Because if you're aspiring to be an influencer, that's what you have to do. You have to post consistently. You always have to have stuff on your story.
I know they're not trying to be an influencer because they don't have anything to like really market.
And then what? So they're just doing.
Like, how every influencer has like,
that they're doing just to do it.
Yeah.
Because it like I get like I was there was actually a topic or not a topic, like I was watching Max Tuning. The Sour Strips podcast. So, he was saying like in a video, I watched his YouTube video, and he was saying like that he was asked a question like Q&A, like, do you ever think about like not posting, like taking a break from social media? And he's like, yes, I have thought about it, but the fact that all his brands, because he is his own brand, like Sour Strips is a brand that revolves around him, his clothing brand is him, his YouTube is him, like he's an influencer at the end of the day, and all his brands do revolve, like his social media like boosts his businesses. And he was like, I've thought about it, but the fear of like what would happen to my businesses if I had stopped posting every day, like overtook him. Like he says that like there's no option to not be posting every day unless he's like in the hospital. But even then, when he was in the hospital recently, he like had his camera and was like vlogging it.
Yeah.
So it's like that, like in that situation, you really got to look at the pros. And everyone's like, I want to be an influencer, but do you really want to be like in the hospital with your camera recording? Or like if you take 1 week off from like posting what you're doing, like I woke up, breakfast, lunch, dinner, grocery shopping, gym. You take 1 week off, like 10,000 people unfollow you, like, and you lose like this much revenue. It's scary if you think about it. Like those people literally have no, like maybe a few things behind closed doors, but they have it all out there for them.
Especially if you vlog.
Yeah, it's like you got to post like 3 times a week vlog at least.
Yeah.
If you're busting out daily vlogs, you're I respect the grind. That is not easy.
You have to find shit to do.
Yeah, like you have to have money to have an interesting life. You can't just be, oh, it's Monday, I'm gonna go do no one's gonna watch that. You have to be doing you have to be going to like Greece and be like, yo, like spontaneous shit, like, yo, you want to go to Miami today? All right, and then buy tickets on the spot and go. That's like the type of like life. You have to have that like spontaneous like fuck it life.
You need the money for it,
Exactly. So, but it's all revolving around social media.
You think let's say you're dating a girl, she's big on like social media, like she can't put her phone down, posts a lot on her story. You think that's turn off, red flag?
No, if that's her source of income, no.
It's not. Like you're dating
she's
her,
not
she
an
goes
influencer?
to your school. She goes to your school, but she's posting on her Snapchat and Instagram like quite often.
Is she trying to become an influencer?
Well,
because then that's fine. Like if it's your career,
it's more like it's not like she's trying fucking hard to be like blow up and shit. She's like, it's just like maybe she would like to her profile's on public. Maybe she would like to blow up as an influencer, but like there's nothing like that. She's not taking extra steps besides just posting stories and like hella posts. You know what I mean? There's people like that.
Yeah,
and that's who I was talking about before.
It depends, I guess. Like if we're on a date, if we're at dinner, and she's just looking at her phone and not like, bro, like that's a time like where you're supposed to spend like That's where you spend time with each other.
That's my biggest.
The phones
like,
go down and you're getting to know each other. You're on a date, bro. You're not on a date. Like if I want to chill on my phone, I'll just still chill at home, bro. I'm not gonna, like, and to me, like, if I was doing it at a date, I would expect the girl to call me out and be like, hey, like, we're out together. Like, that's kind of rude. Like, I think that if I was on a date with a girl and she's just on her phone, I would feel a bit disrespected. I'd be like, look, like, we're out together. Like, I wanted this to be like a me get to know you type of thing. Unless it's like your girlfriend you've been dating for a year, okay, fine. You can chill on your phone a little. You can become comfortable, but at the start, like, that's just straight up rude. It's like a disrespect. Like, you could have been doing other things with your time if she's going to come out to dinner, and vice versa. If a guy's doing it, rude as well. It shows that you're not respecting the other person's time. So, yeah, definitely a red flag.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what would you think?
I mean, like, if you're on your phone when it's like a date, no.
Yeah.
But if she's just like recording like the food when it comes and shit, and it's like you and like the story, I don't really. That's
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone does that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's not a red flag at all.
Do you think it's a red flag about if like a girl, okay, so apparently I just learned about this. So girls do soft and hard launches of their boyfriends or the guy they're talking to.
What do you mean? Soft and hard launches?
Yeah, so this is the thing. So let's say a girl starts like, gets into a thing with a guy, right?
Okay.
She won't post you on her social media until like things get more serious, right?
Yeah.
There's a thing called soft launch. And a soft launch is like when you go to dinner with them and shit, but it's like just like the guy's hands or something, and like at the end of it, you've seen that, you've seen that, right? Or like a post of them like hugging, like outside, but there's no tag, but like she's with a guy or some shit.
Like holding hands from behind.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Multiple times. And then a hard launch is when you show the guy, maybe not even a tag yet, but you show the actual guy and then the tags, and then you start posting like
first
post, anniversary, National Boyfriend Girlfriend Day.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I actually didn't know about that.
I mean, makes sense.
It does, but
you gotta ease. You can't just be like. But then you also have like, I think there's guys and girls that are like this. It goes both ways. There are literally girls and guys that just cannot not be in a relationship. Like, I call them relationship jumpers, and they jump, like, they break up. Within a minimum of 1 month, they're already talking to someone new and dating them. Yep. They date for 3, 4, 5 months, break up.
And then all of a sudden you stop seeing that they post them all the time on their story.
Exactly.
And post, and then you're like, oh,
it's
let me
like
check the profile.
it's literally all you see when you're on their profiles, boyfriend, and then gone.
And then
but a lot, like, certain girls still keep the photos with like.
That's such a turn off, and I've asked
these girls,
that's a red flag. That's such a red flag.
100%. I've talked to them. I'm like, why do you still keep photos of your ex? Multiple girls I've asked it. I've had this conversation. I'm like, why? And they're like, that's a part of my life. I'm not, I'm like, yeah, it's a part of your life. But if you're with a new guy, like, you should have some respect.
Fuck no, bro.
Yeah, like, I would not want to, like, I wouldn't, like, if I was a girl and she starts dating me, I would not want to have photos of my ex up, like, out of respect for her. Like, she's my new girlfriend. Yeah. Like, that's where my attention goes. Yeah. I'm not gonna have photos of my ex.
Would you be mad if your current girlfriend still have photos of her exes but not posted on social media?
Like, just on her phone?
Yeah. Is that weird?
It's a bit weird. Like, if you're like on her camera roll.
Yeah.
I mean, because it kind of showed, like, that to me. That's an indicative of the fact that they might not be fully over him.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you say?
Yeah.
Like, the thought's still there. Like, if you really want to get over someone, like, you pretty much delete, like, most of your shit with them.
Yeah, but you gotta see the other side where it's like,
you have photos.
No.
You're smiling like you.
No, I'm saying the other side because I know someone like that. What if they delete it?
Is his name Hariz?
Nah. What if they delete it? That's like, you'll never be able. It's more of like a
memory.
It's more of like a memory thing. It's not like sentimental, but it's more of like it was a part of your past, and if you delete it, you will never be able to like see like how you were back then.
Okay, that's fair.
That's how his perspective is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I do.
Like, even if it's your worst moments and shit, I would still
fine.
document it. And I wouldn't document like all of it, but like, I would document it and then still keep it, even if it gives me like bad memories, just because if I ever look back at it, I'll be like, I my life has been so much better since that point.
Yeah, all right. I definitely think it's like that is more acceptable than like if it's still on social media. That's a red flag.
Speaking of red flags, though, I do have a game for you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, International Idiot's first
podcast game.
Yeah,
let's get
it.
What's the game?
It's called Hot or Not, right?
Oh,
you know the gist of it.
How do you play that?
I mean, I give you a phrase and you say hot or not, but it's like you have to imagine it starts off as she's a 10, but, and then I will give you.
So they're all 10s.
I guess it's like she's hot.
Okay.
But I'll give you like a scenario and you still tell me if she's still hot or not.
Okay.
Like rapid fire, right?
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I think I kind of. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Ready?
Yeah.
She has septum piercings.
Nah, not into that.
Not okay.
Like through here?
Yeah.
Or on like just a nose ring on the side?
Through here.
No.
Okay. She smokes.
No. Like vape or cigarettes?
Both. I will include both.
Nah.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a turn off for me.
She has daddy issues.
Hot.
She can beat you in shotgunning a beer.
Hot.
She believes in astrology.
Yeah, nah.
She can beat most guys in arm wrestling.
Nah.
She has nipple piercings.
That's fine.
She watches more porn than you.
Hot.
Damn. She has very large appetites.
That's fine.
She commits in the relationship but doesn't want to post you at all on her social media.
Nah.
She vapes.
It's fine.
She knows how to ride horses since she was like a little kid.
Hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll touch back on that. She watches anime.
Nah. I don't watch anime, so.
It doesn't matter. Okay,
It's not attractive to me because, you know.
She's best friends with her mom.
That's hot.
She wears excessive makeup, but she's naturally beautiful under it.
Nah.
She has a shopping addiction.
No.
She has 10 plus bodies.
It's fine.
She likes to cosplay.
Nah.
She can bench 225.
Nah.
She's horny 24/7.
Horny 24/7? Hot.
She has a great personality but hates Lord of the Rings.
That's fine. It's hot. I'll deal with it.
She hates eating vegetables.
That's indicative she's not healthy, so no.
She can compete / beat you in wrestling.
No.
She actually prefers anal over normal sex.
No.
All right. Let's touch back on some of these because I'm kind of disappointed in you, to be honest, bro. All right. I'll give you the...
Why are you disappointed?
I don't know. Some of them are just like, bro, how are you going to say you're cool with her like being a horse girl?
That's fine, bro. What's wrong with that?
Bro, horse girls are fucking weird, bro.
I've met some that are decent
so
people.
Weird, bro.
They're
But you don't like girls that watch anime? That's so cool,
It's because
bro.
I don't watch anime, so
That's fine.
I don't personally see the appeal. Like, it's like...
If you don't see the appeal, that's fine, but what if she likes it?
That's fine, but, like, it doesn't mean, like... Because I've never gotten into anime, so it's either reason I say...
Have you ever tried?
No.
Would you ever try?
No, because I feel like that's a world that if I divulge into that, I get addicted. I'm fucked.
No, you wouldn't.
It's just I don't know. I watch other things. Like a waste of my time, you know? It's like... No, not really.
Sick. Like, the animation's sick, like...
Yeah, okay, but... I
Get
don't know.
you hyped up and
the
shit.
reason I said not for that one is because if it's something I... Like, let's say, like you said, she loves Harry Potter. She loves Lord of the Rings.
But I said she has a great personality, but she hates Lord of the Rings.
How she has a good personality. Like, that's fine. Maybe she likes Harry Potter. So I can,
but I'm assuming, like, I'm saying... I hope you'd know I'm assuming, like, she has a great personality, but she watches anime. But you still say to know that.
You were clear though. You didn't. She said, "Oh, she watches anime." That's all you said. If you're like she has a great personality and watch, that's fine, bro. She can watch whatever she wants in her free time.
All right. What about the best friends with her mom? I don't know how you think that's hot. That's weird. That means anything that happens, she tells her mom, the first person.
You're saying like, oh, okay, maybe.
You know those kind of girls?
Maybe I was a little bit too quick to jump on the gun there.
You were fucking ready, bro. You were like hot.
I mean, it shows that she has a good family relationship.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, if you're telling me like she tells her mom like what goes on, nah.
I don't know about. I mean, maybe. You know, you never know.
Like if she tells her mom like
she's
my
never gonna
dick size, like nah, bro, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that. Like, because then I imagine you go to like dinner with the mom and she's like,
like.
Yeah, I don't want to be like.
She's playing footsies with you.
Yeah, nah.
Underneath the table of like the fucking Applebee's that you guys are eating at.
I mean, that would be like like an opportunity for like.
Bro, that's a mom and a daughter,
Dude,
bro.
Think about it. That's a double kill. That's a 3-way and a MILF in one shot. That's a double.
There's incest involved.
Oh.
3 in 1 shot. 3 piece.
That's a collab, bro. No, I didn't think about that. Damn.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, okay. Let's make it a stepmom, bro. Just for the.
Well, then anyone will hop on that.
For double kill purposes, bro. That's 2 bucket list items in one.
I guess. I mean, like.
It's not incest for me. For them, it is. So. Like, it's like if you hook up with a girl who's in a relationship. Maybe you didn't know. Like, you don't know the boyfriend.
It's the girl and the boy and the boyfriend's fault.
You're not the one cheating.
Yeah.
You're just a single dude living your life. So everyone's like, you're an ass. Like, no, bro. Like.
Okay.
Now, okay, go. Yeah.
What if you know she's cuffed, but she's willing to hook up with you and, you know, boyfriend? Would you do it? Or does it depend on the level of friendship or, like, on how you know, like...
As long as I don't know the guy, I'd do it. Because, like, I'm not really the one in the wrong. Because I'm single and she's down. Like, it's not really, like, I'm not forcing her to do it or anything. If she's like, yeah, let's do it.
Do you think it's more her fault or the boyfriend's fault? Or do you think it's both equally?
Probably both. I mean, who knows? Maybe the boyfriend's, like...
Into it?
I don't know, bro. Maybe
I don't get that shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
When guys get turned on by, like, their partner having... Getting with another person.
That's so weird.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Nah, like, I'm sorry, those guys have no spine. Like, they have some self-respect, bro. But yeah, in that situation, I'm not the one doing anything wrong. So, like, I mean, as long... Like, my only rule is I can't know the guy. If he's not my friend, then...
What if you know him, but, like, you're not friends with him?
Like, I just know who he is?
Yeah.
But he's not, like, in any of my circles. Like, he's not, like...
You follow him on Instagram.
Then I know him. So, it's kind of like...
You don't. Like, it's one of those
that
followed you out of nowhere.
Our group and his group never like, there's no link.
He goes to your school, he follows you out of nowhere, and you follow him back.
Then I don't care, because we're not really friends. Like, what am I going to say no? Like, if it's, like, my friend's girl, then yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I'd tell them, like, my friend. But, like, if it's a random, like, bro, I'm just stupid, then I'm turning down an opportunity, like.
What are your 3 rules?
But here's the thing, is...
Okay, just cut me off.
I'm sorry. Like, I just have to say this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a girl I could ever get into a relationship with, even if, because it's like how
a cheater.
Well, it's because like how did the relationship start? She was in a relationship and then she hooked up, you know.
Oh, once you're a cheater, you're always a cheater.
Exactly. So it's like I would be very wary of like if our relationship started like this.
If you ever started dating a girl that cheated on her previous boyfriend to be with you, chances are she's gonna cheat later.
Yeah, like it's yeah, exactly.
It's part of your like identity. It's part of like your decision.
You don't feel like it's wrong.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't, bro. It's fucking crazy, bro. Just break up first.
I don't understand people who know like one of their partners has been cheated on, but yet they still do it. I'm like, dude, that is so hurtful. Imagine if the partner finds out, like, you know, they get over, like, being cheated on is probably a terrible. I've never been, you know, cheated on. Hope I never do get cheated on. So, like, I'm sure it's a terrible experience, you know? So imagine if you go through that once and you get over it, you build up your strength all again, you build up the confidence to tell your next partner, like, hey, this is like, and then that same partner does it to you again, and it happens a second time. Like, bro, that would, like, shatter me, you know?
I'd commit.
Like, I genuinely think that would be a point where I'd be like, oh, my God, like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like, if especially if you confided in your new partner and you told them, that, like, I can't believe they would do that, bro.
That's why I don't think I'll ever, like, really show my true emotions to a girl unless I genuinely know, like, this is a girl I'm going down on one knee and propose to her.
Yeah.
Like, she's the mother of my kids type shit. Maybe then I'll, like, tell her about like my deep feelings and everything, but I'm sorry, I trust, bro. Like, trust issues got me.
It's like there's like these people. I mean, I also think it's like a turn off. Like, Imagine you just getting to like, you know, like if you're just getting to know a girl, she's just getting to, and you spill all your like you like, oh, my ex, she cheat. Like that's not something you say in the first few months of like the first few months are for like feeling each other out, getting to know each other. You don't go and spill your darkest secrets like in the like, and there are people I know who do that, who they like they'll tell like a girl they're on the first or second date with, like, yeah, like my ex, he cheated on me.
I mean, if it comes up as a topic, then sure.
Like if the person you're out with asks what happened, okay, but I still wouldn't go into detail. You know, I'd be like, oh, I got cheated on.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like, well, here's the story. You know, like because then it's like you're, in the first few dates you don't want to be that, because then they'll start to see you as like, they're supposed to have fun around you. You're supposed to like, you know, they're supposed to look forward to hanging out with you. Like they see you, they puts a smile on their face, but you know. You don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, he's just like the complainer, you know, like the energy, like the blood sucker, like the energy sucker, you know. You want to be like bringing a good energy forward, not like, unless they like are genuinely interested and want to know what, like they keep probing, but then it's like, you know, maybe later. I'll tell you in like a few months. You stick around.
Yeah.
You get to know the rest.
The worst is like when you're with a girl for a couple, like for a bit of time, and you like think it'd be a good match if you guys could date like long term, but it just doesn't work out. Like you see the potential, but it just don't work out.
Yeah,
that's like the ones like that hurt.
Or it's a situation like, yeah, like one of them's like not ready. You are, they're not, or vice versa.
I mean,
like
usually when that's the
when
that happens, when someone says like they're not ready, but that just means you're not the one.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Like I've pulled it, bro. I've pulled that shit.
Yeah.
And I considered it. Don't get me wrong. I've considered, like, what if I date this girl? But I was like, I don't see it. She probably sees it. I don't.
Yeah.
And you can't blame me for it just because I waited, like, so I was like.
Making, like, excuses and stuff?
Well, yeah. I was just like, genuine. I was like, I'm not ready to go on dates and everything. And I was like, I'm not going to lie, you're a great person and everything. I just don't see myself, like, dating you.
I think.
And that probably sucked to hear.
Yeah, but I think
like,
it's
bro.
I think that is better to hear than to, like, let's say the guy or the girl keeps leading you on for months on end.
God, I hate fucking...
Because that's just cruel, bro. Like, if you just keep stringing someone along, doesn't matter. Like, bro, it's better, like 100% better. It's more mature to be honest up front. Like, look, you're cool and you're destined for someone good. Someone out there is gonna like cuff you straight away, but you're not, like, this would never work between. That's better to hear. Maybe it sucks to hear in the moment, but at least you don't waste the next 2-3 months like chasing, you know.
Those girls that didn't work out, that were with me and shit. No, not gym workout. Like things didn't work out.
They have to work out. That's a like prereq, bro.
Yeah, but
like literally, you can't take my class unless you know, like, that type of shit.
Things like the girls that things didn't work out with, like, they like some of them like actually wiped off like the face of like social media.
Because of you?
One did for sure.
Damn. Like,
I didn't even like do anything wrong.
Were you just honest with her and like, look, this is never gonna work out?
It was just like, yeah. I mean, yeah. She tried to make me jealous by saying like, should I hit on, like, is it okay if I hit on this guy? And I'm like, after like things I know, I was like, yeah, go for it. The fuck, like,
yeah.
If you still like me, tell me. But like,
that's definitely that's like the.
It's such
that's
a
like a last.
bait. It was
that's
such
like a last resort move card from her.
Yeah.
That's like maybe if he sees me with another guy, he'll get jealous and he'll come back. Like, that's literally like you're like, bro, you about to fall off the cliff. You down to one finger at this point, you know.
Hey, bro.
You're like Mufasa, bro. Like, Scar. Like, no, you're almost there, you know.
Kind of worked for me, huh?
Yeah, you pulled the Hail Mary, baby. Like, bro, I don't even think Tom Brady could have pulled off one Hail Mary that good, bro. Like, that shit would have been, if that was like a Super Bowl moment, it probably would have been in like you would have made the Hall of Fame for that shit, bro. Like,
should I tell them the context or will they know already?
No, tell them the context.
All right, the context is I liked my ex-girlfriend at a time where we were just friends. I rejected myself, and then summer passed, and
you had me tell her.
Yeah, I had you tell her. And then summer passed, I got over her, and then I started being friends with other girls and like had a crush on another girl.
And you were ignoring her, blah blah.
And then
blah,
she came up to me and said, "I like you."
And that was like your Hail Mary, bro. Like, long story short, I think we've covered the full stories in another episode.
Yeah. Hopefully that episode sees the light of day.
It will. We should. It's a
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a darker one, but yeah, it should.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, that was the ultimate Hail Mary. You told me, like, I'm going to cut her off, tell her I like her. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do that for you. And then you full sent, bro. Like, you looked at your point across the field, and you're like, I'm going to throw this ball, and whatever happens.
And I fucking won a Super Bowl ring.
And
at the end of the night.
your receiver ran across behind the defensive line, behind the line, saw that ball coming, caught it in the air on the fly with
millions
one hand.
watching.
Everyone watching. The crowd goes crazy, bro.
Last second.
Clocks. The game's done. Right there. Like, that was equivalent to that.
That's some shit that you'd see, like, I don't even know. Like, you couldn't even script that, bro.
Let's just even up it one more. Like, you know, like, that touchdown evens the game, and you go for the 2-point conversion to catch the dub. Like, that's the level of risk.
And everyone storms the fucking
everyone storms the field, like, rips the goalposts off,
Yeah.
you know, like that level. I've never seen such a good Hail Mary. I've seen
Thank you,
attempts.
bro. Thank you, bro.
But yeah, honestly, bro.
But relaying back real quick to, you know, that girl on social media and shit.
yeah.
Some girls are just off social media after things didn't work out. Like, I generally want to know, like, if they're good or not.
Yeah.
I
Did they ever make a return, or are they still off the grid?
Off the grid. I actually sent them a text 2 years later asking, like, hope you're doing well. You know, like.
Damn. So, like, they might have spent 2 years getting over you, and then you're just like, hey, it's me again.
Yeah.
You sent them back off the grid, bro.
Maybe.
Stringing them along for 2 years.
I'm a little toxic like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like sending them, hey, like, it's been a while texts.
Here's the sad part. One of my friends went on a rant on his story the other day about this. It's like, you have two options in life, and it's actually a very good, like, it's a true like outlook on like what really goes on. It's like, you have two options in life. You could be a nice, like, a fuck boy who gets whatever you want, an asshole, like, ignore every girl, like, fucking treat them like be a dick essentially. And for some reason, like, you win in that sense,
Yeah.
you know, like, I guess it's like the push-pull, the lack of attention makes you more desirable, you know? Or you could be that nice dude who genuinely has a good heart, you know, like, has his shit together.
You're just gonna have your heart broken.
But you're just catching L's left
You're
and
catching
right.
hella L's until you get a dub.
Yeah, but, like, exactly.
Like, that's the route of the nice guy.
The route of the nice guy is shoot your shot. Like, you're gonna get knocked down 30 times.
If you're a fuckboy, it's more like WWWLL WWWLWL.
It's literally like, it's great. Even if you take that attitude into business,
and then W.
Like, the nice guy in the business world is gonna get fucked.
Yeah, because they can just get taken advantage of.
Like, exactly. Like, let's say, like, I brought up this scenario. If I told you you could make $1 billion by buying a company, but the owner of this current company, like, goes bankrupt, and he might, like, there's a 50-50 chance he ends up on the street, but you make billions, your whole family, like, you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's a cruel world.
Yes.
Like, the nice guy would be like, nope, not at all. I'd rather work my way up from the bottom. I'm like, well, that's why you're at the bottom.
This reminds
you
me.
know, like,
Yeah.
exactly.
This reminds me of a fucking question I asked my friends, and it actually pissed me off because I was like, would you press a button to wipe out 1 million individual citizens off the face of this earth? Random. You don't know them, no relation.
Oh, random. It's like, it's not gonna be any of your friends or family.
1 million.
But it's not your friends or family.
Maybe, but, like, the odds are, like, not.
As long as it's not, like, close friends and family.
Right? And no, you do that. Whoa! I didn't even say, like, what you get, bro. You just press the button.
I like pushing buttons.
Yeah, you press the button and you get like $1 billion. Like, I said like $1 billion or 100 million or some shit.
Okay.
And some of my friends were like, "No, that's so cruel." I'm like, first of all, you don't know these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You won't even know they died.
Yeah.
And second of all, the prize is $1 billion. You have no relation to these people. You have no idea who they are. Thousands of people die every single day.
Yeah. No, it's clips. I'm pushing the button.
Like, why? What? Like,
Yeah.
Are you dumb? I'm sorry, bro. Call me like.
That's why I said like life is it's a cruel world. Going back to the situation with like be a dick or be like a nice dude. It's why does like the nice guy takes more else?
So what's your approach?
I mean, I used to be the nice guy, bro. Genuinely, like I don't think I'm like toxic or like a dickhead by any means, but like I genuinely have learned like being like overly nice and being too, it doesn't work. You get nothing. Like you are literally always on the receiving end of the stick.
I think if you sprinkle a little bit of toxicity, it definitely helps.
Yeah, it's like exactly like as unfortunate and as much as I hate to say it, that's the sad truth of like kind of like what goes on.
Yeah.
It's sad. It really is sad, but you start to realize you catch more dubs. I started winning more in certain aspects of my life when I didn't care about like if someone comes to me and needs help, but I'm like working on something for myself and I'm like, sorry, bro, I don't got time. I can't help you. Like, oh my God. That has benefited me more, and I'm not proud of it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do,
It's sad.
It's sad, but
you know what else is sad? That we're running out of time for this week's episode. Time flies by when I'm with you guys,
That one went, that one went by pretty quick, honestly.
Really quick. We're talking about, we went from COVID.
That one just flowed so well, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. I guess that's why we started the podcast, and why this podcast is going to become number one. You just wait.
It's always a hoot and a half with you, Dan.
Yes, sir. With that, it's been your boy, Daniel Shapano.
It's been Hariz.
And it's been a pleasure. And always remember, say it.
Stay idiotic.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.